Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a vampy look. I am starting by applying primer all over my face. This primer has a slight tint to it, so it gives a little bit of extra coverage. So next I'm going to be applying foundation all over my face, and I am using my Sigma Flat Kabuki brush to do so. I am also using my Maybelline foundation, and this is one of my all-time favorite foundations. It's just such a staple in my makeup collection. Okay, so normally when I do a smoky eye, I don't do my foundation before I do the eye color just because of the fallout, and I completely forgot I was doing a smoky eye today, so I'm sorry I did my foundation first, but what I'm going to do is skip the concealer step and go right into the eyes, and I'm just using a light neutral shade from the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette by Morphe, and I'm just applying that all over my eyelids, and then going in with a little bit darker of a brown shade and going all over my lid as well just to build the color. Next I'm going to go in with kind of a rosy brown shade from the palette, and I'm going to put that into the crease of my eye and keep it on the outer corner and in the crease. And don't forget, blend, blend, blend. Sigma brushes are by far the best brushes that I have found for blending. This is one of my favorite brushes. I will link it down below in the description box. But blend until you cannot blend anymore, especially when you're working with darker shades. Next, from the same palette, I'm going to pick up a medium brown shade, and this is going to just be kind of the transition color between all of the colors that we have already used. I'm going to also put this in the crease, but I'm also going to bring it down on my lid just a little bit to give it a little bit of a transition, and I'm going to go back in and blend that in really well. And like I said before, there's going to be some fallout, especially when you're working with darker colors, so I just took a little cotton pad and I'm just kind of dabbing and wiping underneath my eye if I see any fallout. If it's really bad, you can totally use a makeup remover and then reapply your foundation, or don't put your foundation on first like I made the mistake of doing. But then what I'm going to do is come in with just a brush that has no shadow on it, and I'm just going to blend that upper line so it's not so harsh. Next, I'm going to go in with my Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC, and I'm going to put that underneath my eyes, and this is just going to finish the look. If you had wiped off some of your foundation, I would repeat the foundation step first and then do your concealer underneath your eyes to brighten the look up and to conceal you. Then what I'm going to be doing next is applying some contour. And this palette is by Makeup Revolution. It's their Ultra Contour palette, and I think that they have some great contouring shades. So I'm just going to contour underneath my cheekbones, on the tops of my forehead, on the sides of my nose, just roughly. I'm not doing a very in-depth contour today, and then on the bottom of my chin. And then I'm just going to blend that out so that there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going to set all the hard work that we just did with my Ben Nye banana powder. And if you didn't see my video on baking, this is kind of the technique that I am using right now. So if you want to learn how to do that, go check out my video on baking. But I'm just going to set my makeup with this, and it also helps to create a sharper line with your contour. Like I said again, you can check out how to do that in my video. I'll link it down below as well. So next I'm just going to fill in my brows. I'm using the NYX pencil. It's exactly like Anastasia's Brow Wiz pencil. This is in the color taupe, and the color I usually use from Anastasia is in the color taupe too. So they are very, very similar products, and this is, I believe, about $10 cheaper than Anastasia. So if you're looking for a cheaper product to do your brows, I definitely recommend this one. So I'm just speeding through this process since it can take a little bit. Next, I'm going to do the bottom of my eyes. I am taking this brown shade of, actually a eyeliner slash eyeshadow pencil. I actually got it in an Ipsy bag recently. So I'm just going to use that. It's the first time trying it, so forgive me if it's not the correct color I should be using, but close enough. Any brown eyeliner will work for this. So I'm just putting that in my waterline and I'm just kind of blending it out a bit so that it's a little bit more smoky. I am also taking that same color and I'm going to line the upper eyelash line just very roughly, because I'm going to go back in with a brush and blend it out and kind of smoke it out like I'm doing right now. And you just want to really work that color and make it look like it's not a harsh line compared to your shadow. Next, I'm going in with more of a reddish brown color from the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and I'm going to be putting that on my lower lash line. This is going to really help to smoke out this color, and you really want to blend the lower lash line in so that it's not a harsh line and it actually smokes out. Then I'm going to take this brush, it just has no powder on it, and I'm going to brush off the setting powder that I had left on my face before. Like I said earlier, if you want to see the video on how to bake, I will link it down below. Then I'm getting my Makeup Revolution, it's a blush palette, and I'm going to take a shade of blush that's fairly light because we're kind of going with a neutral look here, and I'm going to put that on the apples of my cheeks. Next, I'm going to put a light highlight onto my cheekbones. I am using a highlight by Hourglass. It provides just a really soft glow and not something over the top, since this look is mostly a matte, dark, vampy look. Next, I'm going to apply mascara. I am using a mascara by Jordana Cosmetics. It is a big wand and it gives you a lot of volume in your lashes. I'm doing both the upper and the lower lash line. Finally, I'm going to line my lips with any shade of red lip liner. I got this in an Ipsy bag and I absolutely love the shade. So I'm just going to line my lips and then fill it in so that I make sure not to miss any part of my lips. This will also give a base for your lipstick, and it will also sometimes change the tint of your lipstick. My lipstick is super dark, so to provide a little bit of a lighter purpley red shade underneath is going to really help the color pop in the Vampy lipstick. I'm applying Makeup Revolution's 100% Vamp. It is a very dark lipstick, so if you want to replace this with something a little bit less vampy, I don't mind at all. But I like it dark, I like it dramatic. I actually could have probably gone a little bit darker with the eyes, but I'm so happy with the way that this look came out. Apologize for my hair, guys. It is super flat and just, I don't know, couldn't do anything with it today. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed.